So now let's look at some examples using the decimal method. And we're going to be looking for the part still, but we're going to know the percent, so we're going to write that as a decimal, times the whole, and that will equal the part. Now, don't forget we just talked about the common mistakes made, where 5% is 2.05, and some students will try to do 0.5, 0.50, or they might even just do 5. So be very careful with that common mistake. On the previous lesson, remember we also did proportions, and we highlighted the part pink, the whole number yellow, and the percent purple. So we're still going to do something similar to this, but we're using the decimal method, which looks more like an equation. So I'm still going to highlight in this lesson the percent purple, and the whole number will be yellow, so this will be consistent with what we did previously, and the part will be pink. Now keep in mind, if you don't have highlighters, last time we did recommend that you would circle the part, so maybe you want to do that. We put a rectangle around the whole number, and we did kind of a cloud shape around the percent. So if you don't have a highlighter, you can still mark those parts in your equation so that it's easier to break up. So the first example, it says what is 40%? So right away I'm going to highlight my 40% of 80, and then at the beginning it said what is. So what is 40% of 80? Now we're going to look at this more as breaking this down into an equation. So I have this part, I have this part, and I have this part. Now these keywords also mean other things when we're doing equations. So the word is typically will refer to the equal sign, and the word of typically means multiply. And don't forget, we need to change our percent into a decimal. So here's what the first example is going to look like. What, in math, when we have a question, that's typically what we're looking for. So an x. So x equals, so the word is means equals, 40%, don't forget, as a decimal, so 0.40, and of means times 80. So what we've done is we've taken the same type of question, but instead of using a proportion, we are setting it up as an equation. So now, with my calculator, I am just going to type in 0.40 times 80. So x equals 32. So that's how you're going to solve the same type of question, but using the decimal method.